So let's actually look at the Age of Darkness box set to start with. Have a look at what you're actually getting inside the box, and have a look at sort of price points today. So in the box set, it's coming out what we estimate to be, and we're going to go with UK prices here, guys. Apologies for our viewers in America, Canada, Australia, and the rest of Europe. But the UK price is coming out at, we believe, an estimated £180, which, if you break down the individual units and their price points on the box itself, you tend to be coming out with a saving, we believe, of £110. So going from £290 as an estimated full price point value down to £180, giving about a 38% savings there. So a third off buying these models sort of individually, which, you know, to me actually sounds like a really reasonable deal. Although £180, I'm sorry to say to Games Workshop, is quite a high price point for a box set to buy into the hobby, considering other box sets that we've had previously for about £120, £150. £180 seems quite a steep sort of jump to me, especially with sort of the limitations you're getting within the box itself. But £180, if you're buying it already as a Horus Heresy player, I believe you're getting really good value for your money there. So the money itself that you're spending, what are you getting for that? So the box is broken down into sort of two forces, although realistically you could use all the models and combine it into one force, but they're splitting into two forces, which is obviously the Sons of Horus and Imperial Fists. So you're getting a Imperial Fists Praetor, a Sons of Horus Praetor, 40 Marines. Now the Marines themselves are going to be the Mark, I believe that's Mark 6 power armor. I could be completely wrong in saying that, but I believe it's Mark 6, and it's beakies. Now, what is beakies? It's beaked helmets. Now, this is a point I want to kind of touch on, because it's kind of a sticky one for me. I am too keen on the fact that they're all beakies. I wish there was a bit more variety in this set, especially if you're coming into the hobby for new. You're being restricted to only beakies. We know there is non-beaky armour sets out there for Horus Heresy during that time period. I just think they missed an opportunity there. It shouldn't be just beakies. But hey, some people will be keen on that, me not so much. And that's a small minor point. You're then going to get 10 Cataphracti Terminators, which are a staple in Horus Heresy. The models look fantastic, and you've got some customizational options there as well. And then moving on to the sort of heavy hitters and I would say prized money tree units in the army. You're getting a Contemptor Dreadnought, which looks like it's kitted out with its sort of missile pods on the top side. I think it's Cyclone missiles, an autocannon, and the Fist. You're also then getting probably the most expensive model if you price it on its own in the box set, and that is going to be the Spartan Mark II Assault Land Raider. Now, that tank is obviously one of the fan favourite tanks in Horus Heresy. I've seen people buying them up massively online. But a Spartan Assault tank is, if you can get it in a box set, it's going to be really, really good value for money. So you're getting quite a lot of models for the price point. The only issue I have there is just, I think beakies, only beakies, is a bit of a disappointment. But it is what it is. We have to go along with what they've given us. Obviously, there was in the Warhammer Fest 2022 releases explaining that they're going to be releasing special weapon packs, which is really great. So obviously missiles, meltas, plasmas, volkites, all that sort of lovely stuff for your Marines. So if you already got plans on how you want to build this box set and you don't want to go all bolters, look out for the special weapon sets that are going to be getting released for Horus Heresy 2. They are a sort of a must buy then if you're wanting to sort of tailor out your army. But again though, just to recap, you're getting about £180 worth of stuff there, which is usually about a 38% discount off of the singular retail prices if you bought the units individually. And hey, the Praetors as well look really damn cool, I won't lie, they look awesome to look at. So yeah, not bad value for money there. Beakies are a bit of a disappointment. Great value, I think, if you're in the hobby already and you're looking to load up on your armies and build upon them. Getting in the hobby to start with, it might be a bit pricey compared to other box sets for their rival games such as 40k and Age of Sigmar that are out there. Next up on price, we have the 2 Liber books. Now, the Liber books we're estimating are going to be coming out at around a price point of around £42.50 in Great British pounds. That'll be for each book, so £42.50 for each book. And this is something I actually can't deny value. I believe this is a great release for Horus Heresy players, a great move from GW to give you a sort of index again. I like the indexes in 40k. I certainly like this approach to this Liber sort of index book for all your traitor rules and all your Astartes rules, and at a price point of £42.50 for each book. It is actually good value, I think, especially when you get your hands on your own Liber. These are big books, these are chunky books. There is a lot of content in these. Now, the one thing you're not really going to get in these sort of books too much is, I guess, a lot of lore. It is going to be your units. So, you've got all your legions catered for, and all the rules are in there for their Primarchs as well. So, in the Traitor book, for example, you've got all your stuff ranging from, you know, your Emperor's Children to your Word Bearers, your Alpha Legion, your Death Guard. It's got all the rules for every unit you can currently play in Horus Heresy. You know, all your HQs, your elites, your heavy supports. It's all in here. It's a one-stop shop book that you really can't afford to miss if you're a Horus Heresy player. I will say as well, just on an aesthetics feel, I love the look and feel of this hardback book. It feels powerful, it feels awesome. And again, it's nice to flick through and just look at some of the fantastic artwork, but also the way the rules are laid out. Me being an old 7th edition player and harping back to those days, it was nice to look back at sort of things like hull points and all those sorts of nice wee nuances. But yeah, everything's in here. It's got some fantastic artwork, great rules. These are must-buys for you guys. The Liber Hereticus and the Liber Astartes coming out, will believe to be £42.50 for each book. Again, I can't really deny the value there. But yeah, it's even just looking at those books made me tempted just to get into Horus Heresy, because I was like, damn, this looks fun. Love all the books, love the franchise, just don't really play the tabletop version. But yeah, must-buy from me. So just some final thoughts on the Age of Darkness and the Libers. A couple of key things again I want to just point out is the volume of models you're getting in this box set is quite impressive. Now, from what I can tell, I hope it's going to be a confirmed indication that if you're buying core troop boxes for Horus Heresy, so in other words your Mark Marines or your Legionnaires, they're hopefully going to be coming now, I believe, in boxes of 20 models a time, which is great news, because it means you can start doing your mass special weapons, your legions and stuff like that. That's something I hope will be confirmed going forward, and it looks to be confirmed just by the way they're laying out this box set of 2 sets of 40 models. 2 sets of 20 models each. I think that will mean you're going to get your boxes of 20 Marines each, which is great. The weapons loadouts that you're going to get, you know, you're probably going to have to buy those additional boxes that were shown in Warhammer Fest to actually kit them out with special weapons and make them a bit more sort of unique for your army. But overall, there's some fun looking units in there. Great value again. I think you're getting, I think there's an estimate like 38% off buying them individually. So for you Horus Heresy players out there already, I think you might find a lot of the existing players buying this to prop up and bulk up their army with some great value. Getting into it for the first time, I don't think players are going to buy this box and split it into 2 armies, as in Sons of Horus and Imperial Fist or any other factions, because you're still quite small from what you really need to make a full set of Horus Heresy army. I think you need a bit more Marines. I think you need more special units floated around there just for a bit of spice and flavour, and some more HQs actually are definitely needed as well, or support characters. So I think it's a good buy for existing players, maybe not so much for those getting into the hobby. It's a high price point to get in at £180. And then the Liber books, I've got nothing bad to say about those books at all. To have all your rules in one place for all your Heresy factions or all your Loyalist factions, and at a price point of £42.50 we believe for each book, I can't really argue with that. It seems like a great value for each index, and even if you're probably just a Heresy player, you're going to find yourself buying both books just to make sure you've got the rules for all the factions. Obviously these indexes, let's have our fingers crossed that, you know, they're not going to be updating the rules so frequently that it makes those indexes very quickly invalid, you know, and you no longer have a use for them anymore. That's the only thing that concerns me whenever they release an index book, is how long are they going to be valid for? How long is your faction within there going to need to use this book before you have to start breaking it into your own separate rule books? But overall, guys, very impressed with the Liber books. Very impressed with the Age of Darkness book. Just wish it wasn't all Beaky. Age of Darkness box set, sorry. But I just wish it wasn't all Beakies. So with that, guys, just some very quick first impressions and thoughts on there. You never know, you might see us putting this box set to some good use and do some Horus Heresy stuff on the channel. But thank you for watching. Comment, share, like and subscribe. Please let me know down below what your thoughts are for Age of Darkness, especially if you're looking to get into the hobby or if you're already in the hobby for Horus Heresy Tabletop. But yeah, make sure to let us know your thoughts down there. And more importantly, we hope to see you in one of our Tabletop Assault Battle Reports.